getting themselves into on this sunny Sunday. You already know. Right here at work, decided to hop on, chop it up with individuals, see what's the talk of the town. It's going down the one of the curve. You heard me. Let me just set this up real quick. Here in Southern California, it is a nice day today. Nice, day to be out and about and enjoying yourself. Last day for a fun day, like they say, no? Because everything back to the usual come Monday. Alrighty. Whoopsie. Whoa, what the hell was that? Alright. We got this set up. Now, for those who are curious, I did drop a new rap if people, are interested in my other channel, right? So you guys can scope that out. And hopefully, it's in the process now, the battle rap, so it should be hopefully going up by today. If YouTube doesn't decide to fucking pull it. People don't decide to complain. But I don't think they'll complain. Maybe, I don't know. I have no idea. It's an earlier one today. Had to come in earlier today to work, so that's why we're hopping in a little bit more earlier than we had been, the usual. We had to pull up because a lot of work and, minimum workers, so that's where we're at. We actually been stuck like that for about a few months. Well, ever since the ice race started is when we've been stuck at that, right? Where the lack of workers and the over amount of work, and people are not lining up and desperate for jobs, like I guess people were saying. Sup, Ishi? What's crying like in Duke? How's your Sunday going? ¿A toda madre o un desmadre? We right here, we chilling at the Holly. I was like, fuck yeah, if I go in early, at least I get out earlier. They're like, nah, we're gonna need you to stay late. Oh, my man. I come in 3 hours earlier y todavía quieren que me quede todo el pinche shift. Pinche madre. If I would have known that, I wouldn't have came in early. Simón, carnal. Al tiro. Just another Sunday. Con un chingo de jale. Pero, ni modos. The bills don't pay themselves. Would you ever do a reaction to hood vlogs? Like hood vlog channels? Like other channels that cover like hoods? Or you mean as like do a channel like hood vlogs? Like a video like hood vlogs? I know that there's several individuals that do hood vlog on both Hispanic and black neighborhoods. I know there's more that cover black neighborhoods than there is Hispanics. Excuse me. Yeah, Ronnie and LA's content is fire, bro. I always knew that individual's channel was gonna blow up. And the thing about him, he's humble. He's a humble individual. He's not somebody that's looking to stir up shit or cocky like that. You get what I'm saying? The individual's just creating content. He's a cool individual. But I know there's other ones, like there's one that's like hood vlog, that's called hood vlogs, and then like another one's like hood war vlogs or war stories or some shit like that, right? And then there's Cali hood vlogs and all kinds of other hood vlogs. But those other ones mostly cover like black neighborhoods. Not like actually in the hood with the individuals, not like swamp stories type stuff. Ronnie did what's it and CMK hood vlog. Yeah, I know. Like I said, Ronnie in LA, he's not how can I say, he's not a gang member. He's just a regular individual, So even though he covered like neighbors that my neighbors don't get along with, right? I mean, it's within his right, like he don't bang, he doesn't need to stay like, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to put your burden on somebody, or expect somebody to toe the same line as you, it is not right either. I don't expect people to not like the people that I like just because we chop it up with them. Did you see Toro swing on the Toro? Oh, the norteño rapper guy. Yeah, but isn't he like struggling with like mental problems? Doesn't he have like mental issues though? The one that was living in a tent, no? Yeah, I seen that. Whose channel did I see it on? I think I seen it on Chemo Flakes, where he where he takes off on him and over nothing just because he was paranoid. Hey, I know there's people that say, "Oh, it's the drugs and the drugs," and maybe there is drugs that have to do with it, right? But I think the drugs maybe it's just like is what elevates it. I think legitimately he probably is struggling from mental issues though, like some type of mental, um, I don't know, something, I don't know, bipolar, schizophrenic. I don't know. It's crazy. He did it again? No, mames, did he? That's crazy. He's just beating up random people. That's a trip. Like, why are you picking on people that don't want no funk? Oh well, because he's not all there. The one that think like, oh no, you spying on me for the FBI. Have you been to Star Garden? No, I haven't. He said he opened him. That's crazy. So he just be set tripping on people that try to help him out, huh? Bringing the sacrifice of respect. Oh, serio? All right. That's a trip. I'm just like, when I seen it on Chemo Flix, that shit was just a trip. I was just like, what the hell's? Because at first I didn't know who he was, and that I had reacted to one of his songs, a while back ago. Not like it was his track, but it was Big Rome featuring Little Toro. Um, but at first I didn't know who the individual was when people were asking me, right? And then I seen him on Chemo Flix. I was like, oh, all right. And if I think I remember straight in the reaction I did to that song with Big Rome of his, I think it was pretty good. I'm not too sure though. It was a while back ago. Yeah, but I don't know his situation, right? I just seen what I seen on Chemo, right? And it just seemed like he wasn't all there, right? Because they were saying that he lives in a tent and whatnot. I was just like, that's crazy. Because at first I didn't even know he was a northerner because he was saying blood a lot, like blood, blood, blood. I thought he was a blood, like Hispanic blood. Because I know don't Norte say like N, like what's up N. So hearing them say what's up blood, I'm thinking they're bloods. He does say blood a lot. That's what I was like. In that video, when he takes off on him, that's all he kept saying. Or maybe the individual he socked maybe was a blood. I don't know. It shows the whole situation. Nothing is Bay Area. But I think Bay Area. Oh, it's a Bay Area thing? Maybe. No, but I was told by somebody that supposedly the Bay Area doesn't have Bloods and Cribs. Supposedly, that's what they said. I don't know. I'm not from Northern Cali, so I don't really know. I was told that there was, right? But according to everyone in the comments, they were saying that that's not true. So who the fuck knows? Right? I'm not gonna come and stamp it, right? Because well, that's not my area, and I'm not gonna speak on something that I don't know or try to act like if I do. How are you? I'm good. How about yourself? They just say, they just say, "I'll say blood." All right. It's one of those things, kind of like everybody Seawalks, but they're not Crips, or people that say cuz, but they're not Crips. It's funny how that became like a popular thing to say, right? Where it's even acceptable, like in regular TV shows and newscasts and everything, like when they feature like the game or Snoop, right? Where it's all done in a joking manner. But if a Hispanic was to go on there and say the word essay, they would tell him to grow up. The hypocrisy is crazy. Northern's black. All right. Do you have kids? Yes, I do. I have 4. When said stop saying blood, you're not even blood. No, but it's true though. Like, how you gonna keep saying something that you're not a part of though? That's disrespectful towards them. People take it as a joke, but that's not something that's a joke though. You're playing with fire. Then people wonder why they get burned, right? They wonder why people react a certain way or why they snap, and it's like, bro, you should already know by uh, dabbling in that kind of shit. So, I mean, it's a world of negativity. What do you expect out of it? Dang, lots. Yes, but I wouldn't want it any other way though. You know, especially my beautiful wife. She's the best. So you know, we are blessed, like they say. But you know what? Like, I think people who have like podcasts who like to push that type of narrative, like Adam, for example, he tries to make it seem like it's all cool if people do it, right? When it's not. I'm trying to start going. Oh, serio? You should. Yeah, you should. Why not? Yeah, but that's the internet in general. That's how the internet is, though. That's one thing I could tell you, that expect people to talk shit if you ever decide to do social media. That's just gonna happen. Not everyone's gonna agree with you. Not everybody's gonna side on your side, and yes, people are gonna talk shit. But it's just the internet. You can't let it get to you. I mean, I truly don't understand when people get upset about shit that's not even true though. Like even if they are saying this and that, all you have to ask yourself, well, is it true? No. All right, then why are you getting mad for? You know what I mean? And I really truly don't understand why people get bothered so much. I get called all kinds of shit on the internet. I don't care. It don't mean nothing to me. These people don't know me. You know what I mean? And that is what they'll be trying to do. So, just got to see it from that point of view. Because I see people getting all mad, like, wow, who the fuck you calling gay, man? Fuck you, you're gay. And it's like, why are you getting so mad for? Like, he called me gay, but are you gay? No. All right, then. What the fuck is the problem then? Because people are going to believe whatever the fuck they're going to believe, regardless, no matter how much proof you even try to come and bring. So why waste your time on it, bro? Don't argue with shit that's not even true. You know what I mean? Because in the real world, those who really know you know what it really is. So none of this shit even matters. So why are you wasting your breath? Because there's just some people that just come on the internet just to talk shit, and that's it. But you shouldn't let that, try to. But there's some people that don't have thick skin, right? So stuff like that, like, will get to them, right? They're the worst kind of people to be on the internet. You see them do it all the time, and then act like they don't care. Like Donald Trump, he says he doesn't care, but yeah, He's always reacting with fucking tweets about what people say about him. For someone that doesn't care, he sure replies a lot to people. It's crazy. People have made videos about me. I never fucking said anything about them. I ain't gonna waste my time. People be talking crazy. Serio. I want to run away. Why do you want to run away? No, you don't get nothing good out of running away. You should never run away from your problems. You gotta face them head on. You know, because running away doesn't fix anything. Are you complaining? No, don't get mad. Oh, I never get mad. I want to do TikTok. Music. Oh, well, that's another one. I think, isn't that the most popular one though? The one that people are on, all the new younger people. I don't know. I don't do TikTok. I don't have TikTok, but isn't that like the one that most people like to be on? People are so crazy one day. People are crazy all the time. When do you think it's gonna get cold? October. Well, TikTok you can listen to music. All right. So it's more a music thing. Okay, I thought it was just for like short videos and for young people to do. I don't know. I see it more for like a younger generation, right? Because more younger people tend to do that, which is cool. People want to do their thing, right? But I really don't have much in common with younger people, so for me to be associating myself with them like that. Especially when we're talking social media. But then again, there's a lot of people that have midlife crisis, though. So, I guess. I mean, you have men that dye their hair, and because they don't want to show their gray hair, which I find strange in general. Like, bro, it's okay. You're old. That's perfectly normal. We all get old. It happens. But it's like you're trying to look young for some strange reason. I don't know. I think that's strange. The moto's got to be hella strange. Like, bro, it's normal. Like, we all get gray hair when we get old. That's just what happens. I'm 33. All right, yeah. You're in your prime. Because I know, like, for like TikTok, isn't it more like high school individuals are on there, like middle school, high school people? That's like for more like my kids. Because I have kids that are older than all these individuals, right? I got kids that are in college already, so me being on TikTok will be a little strange. That's what you call a midlife crisis. Like, let me go ahead and dye everything. Just for men? I see Chemo Flicks, he be putting they're like, I don't know if it's an app that they use where he gets individuals and he puts them like little action figures and it comes with accessories, right? And he put one of them just for men. That shit was fucking funny. His shit is funny. Go check out Chemo Flicks channel. He's got good stuff on there. I find his content, funny, hilarious. Even though I get people in my channel talking bad on his channel, right? Which I don't never understood why they do that. Like, oh, he's a hater. Like, how? He doesn't even say anything. Like, you can't say he's a hater just because he grabs people's own words and replays them against them. Like, that's what they said, bro. It's not hating. What up, how you been? What's good, Dashpool? What's cracking lacking? What are your thoughts on the rappers? Little Boozy, who makes a lot of music about the street life. Little Boozy? Oh, you know what? I think I heard one of his songs not that long ago. What the fuck was the name of that shit? Fuck. I forgot the name of it. The beat was pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. The beat was pretty dope, though. Is he from the streets or what? Is he even from where's he from? Where does not like a social affiliation? I mean, like, where does he reside or where does he come from? Like California or somewhere else? Well, shout out to the Southsiders when he got locked up in San Diego because they put my... Oh, serio? Oh shit. Also, he's got homies like that. Oh, okay, he's from out there. All right. Oh, but he got busted over here? Damn, he's gotta be good if people are putting money in his books. Shit. Ice Cube could get locked up. I ain't putting money in his books. I don't know him like that. I mean, music was shit. Oh, boy. I don't know you like that. Yeah, he got busted for having a... All right. He was caught. He was caught with that thing on him. He was bringing too much attention to himself, right? I guess. So they always get pulled over. They bring all that attention to themselves. Like, you're rolling with all this stuff, yet you're gaining everybody's attention. That's not a good strategy. Yeah, he was. Jason behind him. He beat the... Oh, did he? All right, that's crazy. He's the first rapper to beat the Death. Oh, what a trip. All right, so he's into the mischief already. So he's so he's from the streets then. Well, beating the death penalty is not gonna gain you respect in the streets, though. You know what I mean? Because in the streets, people don't care. They don't care where you've been locked up at, what case you have been hit with, or what case you have beat. The streets don't care, right? If you get caught slipping, you're gonna get bucked regardless of whatever status you may think you have. They're not gonna care. That's what I mean. At the end of the day, none of that matters. Because when you get asked where you from, if you say the wrong thing, you're gonna go. It's time to go, regardless of what street cred you may think you have. I'm Little Boozy. I'm so happy. Jubilee. I'm from one new party crew. Oh, serio? Oh, damn. My boy, that shit sounds legit. Definitely say party crew. I haven't heard of party crews in a while. But he changed his life now. He just writes 34 protect. No, yeah, of course. Like Exhibit said, he'd rather be caught with one than be caught without one. So I could understand. It's a dirty doggy dog game, and people out there don't forget. Cholo Juan party crew. That was creative. Ese yo Juan. La vida de puras chelas, ¿no? Puro malandrín. Yes, put in work in the streets in his hometown, Louisiana. That's right. All right. What are your thoughts on it? What are your thoughts on it? Yeah. IT? So. Not, I don't find that like all that interesting. Like, for me, I'm saying. But it's good for it right now. Oh no, I bet it is. I bet because I mean that is the future, right? I'm just not good with technology, like all that tech stuff. I'm not too much of a tech whiz, you know. I actually suck at technology, like anything that's you know what has to do with technology. Like what I'm more fascinated in is like psychology, um, astrology, stuff like that, philosophy. Anything that has to do with human behavior in general and science and space. But out of all of those, though, psychology would probably be the one that I'm most interested in, though. Just human behavior in general. Why people do the things that they do, and why people think how they think. You know, because I find it fascinating, though. And I think if more people understood the psychology of things, they would better understand, other people instead of, you know, letting other people's how they carry themselves offend you or bother you or trigger you. Do you think gangs are watered down nowadays? Do you think it's more active now? I don't think that they're more watered down nowadays, right? What it is that times are different now, right? You have cameras everywhere. You have the way technology has advanced, right? It makes it a lot more difficult to do illegal activity or illegal things. So I don't think that they're more watered down because obviously murders still happen, right? And people are still getting beat up and shot and shanked and all that. So I don't think that they're more watered down. It's just a lot more difficult now. But if people are still getting shot, jumped, and you still see, taggings everywhere, then shit is still cracking. Right? That hasn't changed. So because you do hear the activity though out there though. It's not like it's something that like you don't hear. Like shit does crack. I don't find anything that has to do with computers. I know there's a lot of people that like certify who's all into that. What am I? Oh, actually, what's for Apple? All right, shit. Oh yeah, they get paid back, bro. Because technology is the way. Like if you want to make sure, your job's gonna be secure in the future, then get education in technology because that's what we know is where the money's gonna be at, right? I have read article. Field like psychology, philosophy, criminal justice, low paying. No, yeah. They're not gonna pay as much as technology because technology is the future. That's where the money's at. That's where the big money's at. Yeah, like I think for like those other careers like philosophy, psychology, those are more for field of for people that like to uh, help other people, right? Like or people that want to be helpful towards others, right? Like when they go into those types of fields, not so much about the money, right? Compared to someone who just wants to make the money, right? It's kind of like saying teachers don't get paid that much, right? So it makes you wonder why anybody would want to become a teacher, right? But there's just some things that people like where they just want to teach other kids. Because you see the teachers always protesting out there that they ain't getting paid shit, right? Yet people still become teachers though. So is mental illness excuse for some people if they want to do something. See, here's the thing though. You can use mental illness, right, to try to excuse your bad behaviors. But the thing is that that's what these people's profession is for. That's why they're professionals. They know if you're lying. They're gonna know if you're lying. You know. one of the things that I try to tell people about this, right, is that no matter how much of a good liar you think you are, right, or how skillful you think that you are, your body's never gonna be able to control the truth, like contain it, right? You're gonna start, having to release all that tension and nervousness one way or the other, and that's what they're gonna be looking for. And they're gonna be able to notice it and see it, right? You can tell when people are lying, and I don't mean by bullshit shit like lie detector test, which is pseudoscience. That's not even a real thing, right? Because there's no such thing as a machine that can tell people are lying or not. But what's gonna be able to give you that answer is gonna be people's overall, body language, right? You see when people are like they can never keep it bottled up. Not even the best of the best. Not even psychopaths like Ted Bundy, you know. You can see when people start. See, the thing with psychology is that they know what questions to ask. They know how to ask them and what to ask. Compared to like other people who would be like, "Well, that's not really a career because you're just talking to somebody." That's not like, no, it's more than that though. You know. And that's why it takes so long. When people be like, "Damn, why does all that shit take long?" Like for example, therapy, right? But the reason why it takes so long is that first of all, they have to get to know you, right? Know you, and then that way they can figure you out. And in order to get to know you, people have to spend time with you in order to be able to read you a lot better, right? Because when you spend time with somebody talking to them, you start to get to know the real them. You know, oh, they tend to do certain things when they're lying or when they're upset. They, tend to act a certain way or do certain things. You start to pick up on all of that, right? And now you're able to dismantle their stories that they're lying. You know, you won't be able to fool them. But yes, a lot of individuals do try to use that as an excuse, right? But they're aware of it. They're not stupid. It's not like they're like, like clueless. Like they don't know that these people are trying to lie. And not only that, but also keep in mind, just because somebody does have, like, let's say, a mental illness, that doesn't excuse now their crime. Though they're not making excuses for them, like, oh yeah, and because of this, they shouldn't be charged. You get what I'm saying? They will get them treatment, then they would be charged. Now they're able to be. Now they're mentally fit to take go to trial. It's not like a get. You get a go home free card. You know what I mean? And also, just because they provide understanding doesn't mean that they're they're making excuses for them, right? Like they're telling you why they are the way that they are, not excusing what they did, just telling you why they did what they did, the reasons of for why they did it. Not to say that, oh yeah, and for that, we should let them go scotch free. That's not how it works. But see, what tends to happen is a lot of people on the right side try to view things that way, like, oh, so they should just let them get away scotch free. That's what these people want, and it's like that's not what they're telling you why they did it, why they behave the way they behave. They're not telling you to excuse their behaviors. You know, I don't know why the right is so negative for. I mean, don't get me wrong, the left has a lot of problems as well, um, but I just find that as a trip. Do you wish your lunch was longer and still get paid for it? To get paid for it, yeah, but longer? Nah, we're trying to get the fuck home. But my lunch is over. So, hey, it was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.